at all these jackets.
Look at all those chickens.
What's up, YouTube? It's Michael. It's your boy Michael here, and hello, YouTube. It is September 22nd, the first day of fall. Every time I record something the first time and I say, wow, I think that was a pretty good take, guaranteed something doesn't work. It is September 22nd, 2021, aka the first day of fall. A great time of year for people who wear clothes. Today we're going to go over some of my fall faves, which involves leather, denim, corduroy, and then there's one jacket at the end that's also kind of not a jacket, but I really like it and I wanted to include it as a bonus. So that's what we'll be doing today. I hope you brought your game face on. Fall is in the air. Yesterday I had pumpkin raviolis. I highly suggest you don't have them. I suggest you stick to cheese. These are pretty bad. Without further ado, let's go, girls.
Let's go, girls.
So, as much as I love New York City and Hoboken and cities and all that, sometimes I'm just like, wow, I need to go back outside. So, to celebrate the first day of fall, I drove to Lenepe, New Jersey. I have no idea, truly. I just saw green on the map and I said, I'll go that way. And then I found this giant field, and I also found a trail that I'm gonna go on in a second. Yesterday, the plan was to go on a hike and celebrate the first day of fall in this beautiful woodsy scenery and all that stuff, and then it started raining and I got lost and I had to get gas, so it got dark. But today I have a new plan. I'm going to, for the first time, celebrate fall in the tri-state area. First thing is go for a run. Welcome to the outside, the great outdoors. It's good to be back. I'm doing 3 Taylor Stitch jackets back to back to back, just to get them out of the way. I love Taylor Stitch's offerings. I feel like they make a lot of cool things at an affordable price that other brands either don't make or they're very, very expensive. But yeah, I think they're a pretty cool company. A lot of people didn't like that they moved basically all of their manufacturing to China. They still do some stuff in the US, but so not, whatever. It's not important. Well, I guess it is. The first jacket I feel like is their most famous jacket. It is the leather moto jacket in whiskey steer hide, which if you see a picture of it, you probably understand why it's the most famous jacket. It is 3.5 ounces of full grain steer hide, and it is drum dyed, so that color is all the way through the leather. If I had a motorcycle, this jacket would be perfect, but since I don't, the only way to make this jacket perfect would either be to get a magical tailor or a motorcycle, and I only think I can do one of those. The sleeves are very, very thick, and they have a fluffy insulation in them that makes them kind of bulk out. I would get a tailor to slim the sleeves, maybe raise the armhole a little bit, and then the back, the gussets kind of make it look like you have the shape of a shield on your back. I think I'd remove those gussets or make them dramatically smaller, because it looks like you have this big plate on your back and then you kind of flare out at the bottom. So I would fix those 2 issues. This is a naked steer hide, so it's gonna patina beautifully. It's very porous, it's very soft. I love the jacket. It's one of my only 2 leather jackets. The other one, which we will be talking about later, but that's the only thing I would change. Very pretty this time of day, but it's still not New England, but still very pretty. This first one's a new one. It's a corduroy Ojai 8.5 ounce corduroy, which I actually think corduroy is really cool. If you treat corduroy like a workwear item and it gets all dirty and napped up, I think that's really cool. Real quick, corduroy, the little lumps on corduroy, or like the texture, those are called wales. The more wales there are, the smaller those little lines are. So 1 wale corduroy is very, very, very thick. Freenote Cloth, I feel like, has the thickest corduroy jacket, which is 7 wale corduroy. I don't know what this is, maybe 10 to 15, somewhere along those lines. This jacket is, which happens with Taylor Stitch sometimes, this jacket is more of a shirt than a jacket. So that's the only part I don't like. It's 8.5 ounces, but it just feels like a shirt. It doesn't feel very heavy or very rigid, which I usually look for in a jacket. But I do think this jacket looks banging. So I really like the color, the fit. I wish it was a really burly corduroy. I think that'd be really cool. 3.1 miles, like a 10-minute mile, because I kept stopping for you people so I could show you, oh, there's the sunrise. It was a good run, but I think I need to eat before I run, because I usually only stop running because I just get this intense wave of nausea and double over and can't move for like a minute, and then I'm like, okay, I'm good. Okay, I'm gonna shower, but then the fall celebration episode continues and we're gonna go outside again. Even though it's 82 at 7:25 in the morning, I still feel really bad after that run. Is that supposed to happen? This is a very good jacket. I got it in the mail and I was like, whoa, this jacket feels great. It has a nice heft to it. It is 11.5 ounces herringbone, so it's a twill weave. It's like denim, but it doesn't look like denim. And it's been pretty heavily washed, but still it has a lot of thickness to it. It feels very hefty. The wash brings out a lot of character. I feel like also I'll probably wash it again to make it more drapey, just because I feel like it looks really cool. I feel like Taylor Stitch nailed it with the herringbone, and it makes me feel like I am going somewhere in 1920s France and I have like, you know, like a pocket watch in my pocket and I have to check the time because I'm late to get my top hat. From farm to cup. Can't believe that this cup used to be a farm. I will go down in history saying that Freenote Cloth has the best fitting jackets of all time. Their silhouette, their pattern on their jackets is unreal. And I thought maybe it was just the way it fit on my body specifically, but every single person I've seen that wears a Freenote Cloth jacket has this same silhouette, and it is the perfect fit for a jacket. I don't know how they do it. Obviously you can buy one too small or too big, whatever, but it's just, I feel like their jackets give you enough room and they have enough rigidity to give themselves their own flattering structure while they are on your body. I can't recommend their jackets enough, even just solely for the fit. Even, well, their fabrics are good too, but even just the fit is immaculate. So this jacket's really good. It has a really nice, soft texture to it. Actually, it's pretty similar to the fabric that I'm using for my jacket. A little heavier, but still pretty close. You know those little like black shopping carts people carry around in cities or like push them and it's for like groceries or whatever? I need one of those. So I'm going to this ShopRite. I'm gonna try and get one because I have a lot of jackets in my car. Me and the homies. The only thing with this jacket, which we'll get into in a second, is that it's suede. So I was really concerned that I was going to ruin the jacket by doing something to it. But this year, everything changed. And I was like, you know, that might look awfully cool if it gets, you know, really worn in. Why don't I do that? So I think besides wearing my denim jacket, whenever that's gonna get made, which I'll give you an update soon, I'm gonna wear that jacket a lot. And also the Taylor Stitch jacket. And also all the other jackets, but I don't know how I'm gonna wear all those in, but I really want to see that suede like worn in. Anyways, okay, we should probably talk about the jacket first. So this is the Schott P243, a heavy suede goat jacket, and it's one of the best fits ever. And I got it from one of my idols, Nate Boy, on eBay. I didn't actually meet him or anything, but he works at Schott. He's a really cool guy. He dresses really cool. And he put on Instagram one day, hey, I'm selling this jacket. And I was like, all right, hey, I'm buying that jacket, Nate. This jacket's amazing. It's Schott. Need I say more? It is probably the most famous leather jacket company in the world. Their quality is great. Everything is made in New Jersey, so I could literally go to their factory and check them out. Inside of that jacket is a mid-weight wool herringbone, so it's also pretty warm. Whoops. Little traffic jam there. This is the best fall day of my life. I don't know how to steer this thing. I keep crashing into things. I don't know, I just feel more related to moms and strollers now, which is really good. I'm about to listen to my 15-minute daily news podcast, and I will give you an update on how the world's doing shortly after. Okay, just finished the podcast. Still not good. Second to last, before the big surprise, is the Rogue Territory Sashiko Cruiser Jacket, which, it's a pretty cool jacket. It's pretty hard to get. Rogue Territory, if you don't know, I'm actually doing this video next week, so I won't tell you too much about it on this jacket, but Rogue Territory, I feel like, is one of the top denim brands in America. They make amazing stuff, and Carl, the guy that makes everything, not his wife, I forget his wife's name, I will remember it on the next video. They run an amazing company, but Carl does these Sashiko capsule runs type deals where he makes these double kneed Sashiko pants and the Sashiko Cruiser Jacket, and it's incredible. Anything from Rogue Territory is incredible, but these Sashiko pieces are incredible. This is 14-ounce Sashiko. It was the first Sashiko item of clothing I've ever had that came out of the box very stiff and heavy, and it fades beautifully. Carl wears his all the time and it looks so cool. I can't wait to get mine to that point. Like I said, I need to purge a lot of my jackets so I can actually do that. I was driving to a spot where I would wear all of the outfits, but now it's raining. So this video is gonna be late. It's probably gonna be posted on Sunday. What? People are busy on Sunday. They don't have time to watch this video. What a horrible fall day this is, huh? Somebody call fall. I want my season back. Okay, so sorry that this video is gonna be late, but this is just unacceptable. And last but not least, this specific version of this is a capsule version, which makes me kind of sad because it was one of my favorite companies and I didn't really get a lot of things from them before they got bought out. But this is the Dehen 1920 and best... Ooh, God! At least I get to use the incredible properties of wool. That's fun. That's a good fall treat. Nothing happened. Everything's fine. We have one more jacket to get through very quickly. I should not have spoken poorly about Best Made. I'm so sorry, Duluth. You're fine. Anyways, if you don't know, Best Made I don't know, they got bought out by Duluth. I was really on the Best Made hype train for a while, and then when the pandemic hit, they just went quiet. They shut off their website, and it turns out they got sold to Duluth Trading Company. But what I did get, well, everybody was still around, was the Dehen 1920 and Best Made collaboration shawl cardigan. And it is insane and the most intense cardigan ever. Literally only have to look at Hoboken wrong and it floods. It just immediately sucks. Everybody's cars are stalling in the middle of the road. People are screaming for help. Slight sprinkle. This is approximately 3 pounds of worsted wool, which there is woolen wool and worsted wool. Woolen wool is like a hand knit sweater, like a fisherman's sweater. It's very fluffy and has a lot of air in it. And then worsted wool is take that same thread that's very fluffy and twist it till it's very, very tight and smooth and dense. The easiest comparison to make is woolen wool. That can't be the right word, right? It can't be. No, I guess it's called woolen, so, you know, close enough. It's like if someone called me Mr. Michael and I said, no, call me Michael. Easy way to compare it is think of like an Afghan or a fisherman's sweater or that very fluffy wool blanket, and then think of a suit, like a business suit. That is worsted wool, the suit, and woolens is the blankets and cozy stuff like that. So picture like a 3-pound suit. It is very heavy, it's very rigid, it holds its shape, it keeps the elements out. It's just very strong stuff, and it still has all the properties of wool, but it's just very tightly woven. And wool is actually crimped, so it's like a little zigzaggy. That's actually plays a lot into how it stays so warm. But worsted wool is combed, so it straightens out and then it's woven, so it's a little different. So far so good. It's pretty dry. Did not expect to do a torture test on this cardigan, but it's great. I mean, it's soaked, but I'm having a great time now, and this is probably the best thing that could have happened, besides the fact that I wore Birkenstocks. I read online that woolen wool is warmer because it can trap more air in those yarns. What's interesting is, yes, it's warmer in perfect conditions, but worsted wool is very tightly woven and can keep wind out. So I feel like that's actually warmer and tougher than woolen wool, which is too porous to really keep you super warm. It's starting to rain. Okay, that's about it. I have to go now because I'm spitting on myself. I have to go because this is all gear that can't get wet, but I didn't get to go for a hike, so we have to figure something out. I decided that it was time for me to drive back to Cape Cod. I hadn't been there in about 4 days. It's about a 5-hour drive to get from Hoboken to Cape Cod, and let me tell you, I am getting sick of those 5-hour drives. But what else am I supposed to do? What can you possibly do in New York City on a weekend? Nothing. Not a single, even Hoboken, nothing. So I'm here in this field alone, celebrating fall, and I'm wearing a sweater that looks like pumpkin pie.